Today I'm going to show you how to paint a little boy. The process is very crucial and very important. Okay, take a look. What I'm going to paint. From the photo reference, it cut off top of the head. And I want to include the top of the head. In that case, I'm going to make the top of the head is here. Like this. Maybe right here. The chin, I'm going to have it here. Lift the face a little bit off to the right a little bit. So this is the idea where I'm going to place the head. The eye line, I'm going to have it, I think if I include the top of the hair and come down over here, that probably would be the hairline. You can make it up with the hairline you want it to be. And this is with the hair at the front and start coming down like this. This is the hairline. And from the hairline, you can see the forehead has a little bit bigger space. So I'm going to use my finger, put it over here like this. If this, the eyebrows, and this would be the nose a little bit higher than that. I'm going to do a little measurement. From the bottom of the chin to the eyebrows, I'm going to rotate it compared to, from the corner of the left eye to the right side of the face, it goes to from the eyebrows to the chin. That I'm going to say the corner of the eye over here, I'm going to set it right here. From the eyebrows to the chin, and then rotate it. And that is the right side of the face. That would help. The corner of the eye to the outside, that is one eye space. From this corner of the eye, I can roughly divide it into half. That is the ridge of the nose. Now from here, and I can find the corner of this eye right over here. And then almost a half from here to the side of the face. Half is the eye. Right over here. Half of it. From here, half of this is actually this corner of the eye. This eye a little bit bigger. Since the nose over here, and we know the corner of the eye right over here. Right? And now the straight down, that is the corner of the nose right over here. And look at on this side, straight down also this side of the nose. Like that. So very, very easy. A little bit more red, and let's just give it some suggestions. That's the shadow side of the nose. Then look at the details space here. Just see the whole shape. That's look like a triangle. Okay, from here to the chin, we already know this is the chin. And what's the mouth? And it looks like the bottom border of the lower lip. That is the middle. From here to here, that is halfway. That's the corner of the mouth, a little bit on the left, outside of the edge of the nose. And let's see, it's about here. And now the mouth coming through over here to the other side, a little bit outside of here. And now you can see the upper lip. It's about look like this. Like this. This is good. Now let's go over to take a look at the eye. We find the eye over here. That inside the eye, right over here. We already know the location of this eye, the double eyelid, and a little bit up over here. And that is inside the eye. This is the iris. This is blue color. So I'm gonna set a little location for that, and then the iris on this side, right over here. Take a look at the shape of the face. And coming from here, take a look. Going through it in here, and even though there's a little bit rounded, you only be coming in a little bit, okay? Like there's a little rounded, like this, connect with this curve. Like that. That's good. And basically I use the light watercolor as regularly what most people use as pencil drawing. And a little bit coming in, a little bit on the chin over here in the middle, coming to over here. Now let's see. Let's take a look at the top over here, and take a look at the edge of the face. Look, compare with the corner of the eye. Look at like this. And also looking at the distance to the nose. Like this. Right, there's the turning in over here. That's about it. That's good. Now take a look at the ear. What's the ear? The bottom of the ear is just a little bit lower than the nose line. So it will be here. And that's the ear. They put a couple shape in that location of the ear. Where's the top? It's almost line up the top of the eye. So over here. And then look at the other side. It should be the same. So the top of the ear, and see the ear a little bit smaller on this side. Okay, right here. So this is the ear. Okay, that's good. Let's go to define the rest. Okay, the forehead, right over here. The whole area is shadow. And have the hair coming this side, something like that. And the hair coming down, I like to capture that. And coming a little bit like this piece of hair, like that. The shoulder on this side coming toward here, and with the turning about here, like that. And I'm gonna come to a little bit definitions. The drawing line could be part of your final artwork. You don't need to erase it. It's just keep it like that. That could be fine. Okay. And over there. That's good. And then take a look at the shoulder over here. You see, where's the corner over here? You can compare that with the ear. It's probably right here. Like that. People will ask me the information about the brush that you use. Just go to enjoyingart.com. At the bottom is a link labeled as tools and materials. I'm going to define the mouth. Okay. Take a look. The corner of that right over here. Get a little bit water. And take a look. Good. And over a little bit. That's it. Coming like this. So this is the center line of the mouth, and we can spread the color a little bit. Let's get a little bit red color, and just let's take a look. The center over here coming down, and that would be about here. Like that. And then the lower lip, and it's about turning here. The value is very important, that we're showing how the structure of the face. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a look at how to mix the color. Take a little red, I think mostly red color, and get a little yellow, and blue is already in here. So I'm gonna take this color, a little bit more, and look at the forehead area. So here we go. We're gonna start over here. A little bit water, and over here. Let's take a look. And a little shape over here. There you go. Like that. The paper I'm using for this painting is the Arches cold press watercolor paper. It's a watercolor paper block. Now I'm going through on this side. And first lay the middle tone color, and then we can come back to make the shadow side a little bit darker. So over here. And actually this color can cover on the whole shadow side. Okay. Now I'm gonna looking at still very much the same color coming toward the eye over here, because my paper tilted, the water not staying on the top over there and keep coming down. And the ear over here have a little bit more red, like that. Now look at the face and the cheek over here. I'm gonna paint it around the eye over here, and coming down a little bit lower here, and it had a little bit more red in the cheek area. Here you go. Up over here is pretty light. I'm gonna maybe do a little lifting when I come back, and that's good. And then the nose over here, the tip of the nose, I'm gonna lift that a little bit later, like that. Take a look. And also because of the way I'm using my brush, it's just not using a lot of wet staying in one place. So right now I'm gonna just tap a little red color. Watercolor, after it dried, it tend to look lighter on the page, so it would be okay to give a little bit darker than what it may be. And also this color, we may come back to do a little bit more adjustment. This is the local color of the skin, like that. Okay, I'm gonna wash my brush. I'm gonna do a little lifting, like on the neck over here. Doesn't need to be that much. You can very easy to control this color. And over here I can lift a little bit, and lift a little bit coming out. Okay, take a look at the top over here. Just a clean brush. Okay, just remove the water with the 2 fingers. Okay, it's pretty easy. On the edge over here. So you can see how you can move the color away. Like say this area doesn't need that much red, and over here doesn't need that much red. This is the local color. A little bit more color on the cheek over here. I'm gonna use the round brush. Here you go. I'm gonna add a little bit more red. Take a look. I'm gonna add a little bit red over here. I'm gonna spread the color, make it a little bit lighter, like that. Move the color up here. That's good. And coming toward the bottom here. That's good. And on the other side, I'm gonna get a little bit more red over here too. We're looking at the local color again, and which is the color of the skin. And before we're looking at the light and shadow, use the big brush, soften that, spread the color. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now I'm going to get a little bit suggestions for the light and shadow. So I'm gonna mix the neutral color, a little bit like a light brown color. I'm gonna get a little blue color now and get a little yellow color. Here you go. Take a look at the color. This is about the color we want, starting from the forehead, right over here. See that? This color coming to the side of the face, the forehead. That's the shadow side. And also I'm going to use the same color, but not this large brush. I'm going to use this round brush and lead the color coming down into the shadow side, and leave a little transition coming into the forehead over here. And also use the same color coming into the shadow side of the eye, and also over here. Look, analyze it, and then paint. Okay, and there's a whole nose, the side over here should be a little bit darker. Now we're looking at the shadow side compared to the light side, and this side, and up here is also shadow, but it's not that dark. So I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter. Now coming down over here. Now that's good. And look at the side on the chin over here, also shadow side. So there's a local color, and this is also caused by the lighting. And there's 2 different elements. Okay, right over here. Now I'm gonna soften the middle over here. Have it a little bit closer in, and I'm gonna spread the color over here. And over there, you can see a little blue color in a little bit here. So add a little blue color to it. There is and at that shadow over there, and the same thing over here. Have a little shadow. Okay, now I'm gonna make it a little bit softer. Blend it over, like that's good. that. It's almost like a red. And coming to the nose. And take a look. The nose should be a little bit lower, should be a little higher. I think come down a little bit here, a little bit lower, like this. So always ask yourself questions. Is that the right place? And now looking at the side of the cheek, and I'm going to add a little color on this side. Take a look right over here. There's a little shadow, and there's a little smiley, and the corner of the mouth. Look at that. And the chin over here, I'm going to soften that a little bit. That's good. That. And I'm going to take a little red color right over here. You can see it's not that much, but pretty close. I'm going to take this color like this. That. And then with this color, you can form the highlight. By having the surrounding areas a little bit darker value, so the highlight, which is the paper's color, it will show up as a highlight. Okay, that's good. That's all right. And in the mouth over here, I'm going to soften that a little bit. I'll put the red color later. Under the chin over here, I'm going to add a little bit brownish color. I'm going to get a little yellow, but more like a yellow brown color. I'm going to have this a little color right over here. That looks good. Look like there's the shadow and the transition. And have a transition coming out like this. Also squint the eyes. Something you think, oh, it's already too dark, but however, in fact, it may not dark enough. Okay, like the face now, it may not dark enough. It maybe can be darker. Okay, so now let's paint the outside. We're gonna make the outside a little bit dim down a little bit, and then it will be helped to control the attention into the space of the face. I'm gonna have just a little bit darker, just what you would do with the charcoal or any other medium. And I want to also show the edge of the hair. Like that. Like this. Okay, good. Looking for the space. Looking for the shape of the hair if you want to keep that. I decided not to include the chair, so. And take a look at the top of the head. If you want, you can extend the top a little bit higher. And let's see, the hair coming out like this, and I want this background color come in the part of the hair, because the hair in the shadow area, it look a little bit darker than the outside. And take a look. I'm gonna use just the water to soften the edge over here, because otherwise this will create lots of contrast. So I'm gonna like that. And also on the outside over here, I'm gonna take a look at the color and maybe throw a little green color to it. And also this can come into the shadow side of their shoulder. Okay. So I'm gonna get a little yellow to a little blue color, maybe a little bit more yellow. Let's take a look and maybe do it again. I want the color to be a little bit brighter, a little bit more innocent. Like this. Keep the brush stroke a little bit more free. Don't have the looks very tight. Okay, on this side, maybe a little bit blue. So make this painting look a little bit more, it's a child, look like a little bit more innocent. Like this. And maybe a little bit, come in a little bit like that. That's fine. I'm gonna throw just a little yellow color on the edge. Like that, coming out. Now I'm gonna return to working on the shadow. And I want to make sure the shadow side is dark enough. Let's start from the nose. This is a very important place. And what I want to do, I'm going to mix from the three primary colors, mix the gray colors. In the middle of the nose over there, there's a little bit more blue. Keep looking at that. You're going to find out what color it should be. And I'm going to start over here. Look at that. It's right over here. And that color extended onto this side. Guess that's good. And I'm going to use this color, continue coming, we'll use it for the forehead over here. But the forehead here should have a little bit more like a warmer, a little bit brown color. So I'm going to take this yellow and red into the mixture. Okay. Like that. And this color coming down to the corner of the eye, even get inside of the shape of the eye. And here you go. And then take a look on this side, and should have this similar color and coming down. Okay, that's the shadow side. Okay, come all the way to the chin over here. And take a look at the corner of the mouth. And now you can use the same color over here for the bottom of the nose. Now coming back to the nose area. Okay, here you go. And take a look at the eye over here. This whole area also should be also darker. Prepare that first. Now I'll come back with this color to soften the edge. That. And here you go. Now I'm going to clean my brush. Now I'm going to add a little bit blue, a little bit more blue color, and soften that coming out like this. Just open up the brush, and I'm gonna have this soften. Like that. Now coming to the side of the jar line area, it looks like a little bit of gray color. So I'm gonna take this color first. Yeah, let's see. See the color in here? It's not very dark. So let's see, it should come down a little bit. I'm gonna add a little water and let the color easier to move and blend. And a little bit lower. If it's not right, you can always come back to change it. Take a look again. That's right. I think it's the right place and the right shape. And coming up over here. Now I'm gonna just take a little red as is the blending like this. That's good. Coming up to the eye over here, it has a little bit red color. Here we go. From the eyebrows and coming to the eye. Some suggestions of toning. It's not really dark, but it's a really soft. So I'm gonna put this a little light red color and coming over here. They're showing it turning over. Take a look at the lower eyelid. And we already have some color over here. And I'm gonna come to fine tune a little bit of that shape. And the edge over here, I'm gonna give it this dark brown color. I'm gonna give a little suggestions right over here. Like that, showing could be inside the neck. I'm gonna give a little definitions on this line, like that. I'm not gonna paint the dress, the shirt, those. Instead, I'm just going to give a little few line, suggest it, and coming over here. The power of line suggestions, like that. That's fine. And now I'm going to start working into the eyebrows, and this kind of like a light brown colors. That's it. And right over here, and a little bit brown color on this side, like this. Let's start working into the eye. It's the time. Take a look at the eyelid first. I'm going to take this color. Could be a little bit darker. Okay, but this probably dark enough. Let's see. Take a look in here. It's very exciting moment. Okay, we do all the foundation work now. Let's get to this point. Here you go. And take a look at the upper eyelid. This upper eyelid over here. Look again. And look again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right over here. Like that. And look, take a look on this side. Like that. That's the double eyelid. And the other line under it, it has a little bit more blue color. I'm not sure you see it. A little blue, a little bit darker, and see, get a little blue in here mixed with this color. That's good. Now I'm gonna take a look in here. Like that. Okay. One, and then come to this side. There's the corner of the eye. Now do one more compare between the two eye space, and I think can be moved a little bit more toward the center, right over here. Here you go. Sometimes a little here different. Okay, a little space difference, and it would cause a different look, different feeling. Okay, now I'm gonna give it a little bit red color in here. I raise that line a little bit higher, like this, a little bit softer. Okay, now look at on this side. This enforce that line a little more, like that. It's good. The color coming to over here. This is good. Now, before we're doing other the lines around the eyes, let's give a little bit suggestion into the iris. Take a look at what color is it. Let's take this blue color a little bit more, and that's good. This is the creative shape of the iris. Start over here. Have some catch the shadow under, so the eye white, the highlights not immediately at the top. Okay, right over here, and then take a look. It's that much. Yep. You don't have to be too careful. Sometimes the carefulness make you lost the focus of the relationship, and looking too much inside one area. You need to look at that in the surrounding into other space of the eye, and whether or not is in the correct proportion. And then on this side, okay. Okay, leave a little gap. That is just the catch the shadow. And take a look on this side. And take a look how much space. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna add a little red color into this blue, because it have a little bit darker color under over here. That's fine. Have a little darker color over here. Come back after you drive and then give a little bit more suggestions. But you just throw a little color in there, and because the color over here is still a little wet, so the color also get into the top over here. But that would be fine for now. I'll come back later. Take a look at the color around the eye. I'm going to take this color here. Here you go. Like that. Okay, the corner of the eye. Like that. The corner over here too. I will come back to do more. But for now, that would be good. Yeah, take a look at here. That's good. Now, sharpen, shape the brush tip. That's good. I think this can be a little bit lower. So I'm going to soften it a little bit. I'll come back to reform that edge a little bit. Okay, now let's move to the nose. First, I'm going to soften a little bit the color in here. And remove this too much blue color in here. It should be a little bit warmer. Okay. And now take a look at the nostril. And I'm just going to add a little bit this nostril. Like this. Okay. A little nostril on the other side. Like that. And let's see. Let's have a little almost the same color, but a little bit more brown, so get a little yellow in it. And I'm going to show it around over here, a little bit lower. Okay. Make that a little bit softer into here. That's it. Let's come into look at the mouth. And let's first get the red color first. And let's shape the lips. Okay, a little bit more. Let's see. I think it can be a little higher. Like that. Look at the shape. Now look at this side. Now look at the lower lip. At the corner of that, there's a little texture. Start over here. Okay, like that. And then on this side, a little bit red. And that a little bit. This is a little bit too sudden. That's good. Maybe a little bit blue, a little bit cooler color, a little bit blue, like that. Start over again, over here. We want this tone a little bit more. And then take a look at a little bit of a warm gray color in the middle over here. Look again. Okay. And now I have this color all the way coming up over here. Shake this. And then I coming to the nose over here. A little bit warmer. Okay, I'm gonna add this. Shape that a little bit. Like this coming down. That's good. Now we're gonna come back to the eye. Let's take a look inside the eye over here. We're gonna make that even darker, like this. Actually, this eyelid, this line can higher, like this. And this eyelid's actually a little bit higher, a little bit blue though. Okay. Okay, that's good. And now inside the iris, make it a little bit darker on the outside, like around over here. Okay, take a look. There are little pupil in the middle over here. That's good. I come to the other side. Okay. Look at that. There's a little small triangle over here. And then go around under the pupil. The pupil's really dark, maybe a little warmer. Right in the middle of the eyeball. Okay, make that a little bit more like a dark purple color. There you go. Okay. Okay, come back over here. Okay, now I'm come in to have this blue color. I'm going to make it look translucent. Also, it has to be rounded. Also, look translucent. And leave some area a little light. Look like a glass ball effect. Like coming to this side. A little bit more like a blue purple color. So I'm going to take this. Okay. Take a look on this side. I think the bottom over here can come out a little bit. Like this. Okay. Let's take a look up here. I think it needs to be come down a little bit. Sometimes just a little bit actually tricking your eye. Okay. A little bit red and the lower eyelid right over here. Okay, a little bit over here. I'm gonna take this color maybe even darker. Okay, let's see, right over here on the other side, right over here. All right, that's good. And top of the nose, I'm gonna have a little bit softer on the tip of the nose around the highlight. I think that's a good color, but it's not the right texture. That's good. A little bit softer. Now the nose looks much better. Now looking at the mouth, I'm gonna take a little red color coming over here, but need a little bit darker. Okay, now right here, like that. Okay, start over here. Like that, coming through. And then go to the other side. Okay, now here I have a little bit more brown color. Here you go. Like this. That's good. Now I'm going to have a little red, a little bit more red, and the lower lip, right over here. And over here, have a little bit darker, because that is the shadow side of the upper lip. Maybe the lip here is look a little bit too defined, and we're gonna do something about it and make it merge a little bit, and come in a little bit over here. And take a look at the bottom of the right below the lower lip, and we need to now start creating the three-dimensional effect, because this is the shadow side of the lower lip. I'm gonna coming over here like that. And then take a look. A little softer over here. Yes, what we talk about, edges. A little softer right over here. That's good. Now look at the corner of the mouth. It's very important. And the corner of the mouth over here, like this. And on the other side, a little bit over here, come in a little bit, like that, at the corner of the mouth, showing the personality of the person. Okay, that's good. And take a look on the other side of the corner of the mouth. And take a look. And take this color, a little bit more blue, like this. That's good. And take a look at here. And that can come in a little bit. Let's come in. That's good. And right underneath the mouth, we're gonna make it a little bit darker. A little bit more clear, like that. And now we're gonna go into define a little bit of the here. And like over here, I'm gonna soften that background over here too. Otherwise, it look like the hair or go all the way up outside here. It's not so much. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to use this brush, give some suggestions of get a little more yellow, mix it into this color, like that. A little bit more yellow. You already have blue and red over here. So now, what I want to do, I'm going to give a little suggestions like this. And here you go. Okay. Serve as to catch the shadow of some hair. Like this. And don't pay all the attention to the detail of the hair. You need to see how the head turning around. So this side is the shadow side. This color. And then this portrait painting is finished.